Alt Nation. I'm Tatiana. Very excited to have John O'Callahan from the Maine with me. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, how are you? I'm well.
I'm good. Where are you at right now?
I'm currently in Tempe, Arizona in our studio.
Now, are you guys like
Mhm.
cracking eggs on the pavement yet with the heat?
Oh my gosh, it's 112 today, I think.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
That's not allowed.
that's just that's actually that's coming down from 118 last week. So we're headed in the right direction, I think.
We get that here in LA, like in the valley, it'll get to that point, but it's so rare for it to really get that hot. I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. I remember being on a flight. I don't know where I was going, but I was leaving Arizona and I was sitting next to a woman and I was hearing her talk on her phone to somebody. And she was saying something about, I'm so glad I'm leaving this hell on earth because you can't even leave a grocery store without your ice cream melting in the cart. So
Oh.
it's definitely an acquired feeling living in the desert like this, but
I mean, I feel like if my ice cream melted every time I left the grocery store, I'd be upset too.
yeah, that's true. We learn how to cope.
Yeah. Well, you are our guest host. You've picked out all of the music, and you have brought us a world debut from the Maine's new record, XOXO from Love and Anxiety in Real Time, which we'll hear a little later, but it is the eve of the new album. Comes out tomorrow, July 9th. How are you feeling about it?
Oh my gosh. The fact that it's finally here is such a relief. This is the longest that we've had an album done, I guess, since the inception of our band. So we've had this thing mixed and mastered for the longest amount of time. I've lost count at this point how many months we've had it in the bag. But the fact that people are finally able to hear it is like, I mean, I would say I'm nervous because I'm always nervous when releasing music into the world for it to be deconstructed and criticized and devoured, any which way, good or bad. But this, just like, I feel like tomorrow will be like just a huge sigh of relief, just like finally it's out. So very, very excited.
Well, like you mentioned, you guys are always putting out music. You guys put out an album like every other year, like two years is a stretch. What was the lead up to this record like, considering, the state of the world being not what we're used to?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I mean, we'd been planning on doing a record in 2020 anyways. We were in Europe and finishing up our last tour for our last album, You Are Okay. And I remember sort of almost outrunning the news of the virus overseas. We were basically like a week and a half in front of it. So we had gone through Italy, we had gone through Spain, and then just about a week and a half after we were there in those places, they were all starting to shut down. Ominous is not the accurate word, but we were just kind of really ready to get home. And basically, as the world began to shut down, we were already thinking of how can we kind of manage making a record in this environment. So long story short, we ended up renting an Airbnb. We were planning on recording here in Arizona anyways, but basically we had to quarantine. We had to rent an Airbnb. The idea was before the virus, oh, we're going to be able to make a record at home and go sleep in our beds every night. Well, that kind of got thrown out the window. And we kind of shacked up in Mesa, where we recorded in Arizona, and basically just gave ourselves a finite amount of time to record the album and to make it all happen. So it kind of came together quickly, which is why I was saying we've had this done for so long. But yeah, we're just so fortunate that we were like able to kind of sort out the logistics and to get on the same page and to like be in it for 30 days or whatever we were in the studio.
Totally. Do you mind if we start with one of the songs off the record?
Not at all.
All right, let's play Sticky. It's the first single you guys put out from XOXO. What was the motivation behind the song?
So Sticky is actually the very first song that we wrote for XOXO. Actually, I recorded it before we went on tour in Europe. And I wrote kind of serendipitously. I was out in Los Angeles. I was writing with people. I was kind of feeling down on myself because I hadn't written a good song. and a session that I was going to go into ended up looking like it was going to fall through. So I actually looked up flights, like I was going to leave, and I ended up staying and writing this song with a buddy, Andrew Goldstein. And I don't know, it just like came together really quickly and really naturally. And for my 2 cents, my unbiased 2 cents, of course, this song just felt the most immediate. It felt the most gratifying after we wrote it. And now, you know, however many months later, it still feels really great to hear it. So it's been a trip listening to it being played on the radio. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like the Wonders in some weird way from that thing you do. It's like, Mom, it's on the radio. Are you kidding?
Mom, I made
it. Yeah. She's like, nah, no, you didn't.
This is the Maine with Sticky on Alt Nation.
When I see your face, it's like I hit rewind, because you're on repeat, just like So Good in Sweet Caroline. I wanna put you on like a 45, and I'll watch you spin until the sunrise. With the windows closed, I hear your heartbeat echo. Feel the same rush all over for the first time all over again. And I swear these days you've been stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. Back to that summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. And over and over and over in my head. And over and over. Sticky just like the song in my head. And I've made mistakes, but you were not one. And I finally found those letters lost under my tongue. And I hear your name and every single line of every single song I've ever heard, and I still feel the same. I can't shake you now. And I swear these days you've been stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. Back to that summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. These days you've been stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. Back to that summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. And over and over and over and over and over. Sticky just like the song in my head. And over and over and over and over and over. Sticky just like the song. And I swear these days you've been stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. Back to that summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. These days you've been stuck in my brain. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. Back to that summer soundtrack. Wanna play you over and over again. Sticky just like the song in my head. She's all I need. She's something special. Can't stop her now. Won all the medals. She takes me to another level. I can't let go. Just can't get enough. Know that she's doing fine, no problems, not thinking about this. Funny cause I'm just trying to forget all this shit. And then again, I can't my mind and move on with the day. She's all I need. She's something special. Can't stop her now. Won all the medals. She takes me to another level. I can't let go. Maybe I've been losing all. Maybe I've been up too long, or maybe I'm still asleep in a dream. Don't wake me up, don't wake me up, don't wake me up. I guess I love the feeling when it's bittersweet. And I don't mind just chilling at the party, but I would rather hang out with your body. We can stay up so long and get wavy. She's all I need. She's something special. Can't stop her now. Won all the medals. She takes me to another level. I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go.
I'm Tatiana on Alt Nation, joined by John from the Maine, who is picking the music and guest hosting with me. You just heard Versace, All I Need. I was really stoked to see this song on your list. We've played him before on our show Advanced Placement with Regan. It's a new music show. Killer song.
Such a good song. Such a good song. It makes me feel like basically pre-band, this band, this is the first band I've been in. I've always like prided myself on like music discovery and trying to find like the new cool stuff that I can show my friends. So now fast forward 15 years, I'm finally back at a place where I like have some time to like try to dig out new songs. And this one kind of just jumped on my radar, and I don't know, there's something about the vibe that like just took me to a place. So
it's so good. So good. And your next song is by an artist I'm actually not super familiar with. So I'd love to hear a little bit about Delwater Gap and your relationship to his music.
Oh, goodness. Again, new fan. To be honest, the first thing that really attracted me to this song was before I even heard it, I saw the song title, Ode to a Conversation Stuck in Your Throat. And I thought to myself, like, that's such, I don't know, with XOXO and the title for our record being so long, I knew in my head that that was something that I was like consciously trying to do. So I don't know, I have sort of a new affinity for long titles. So I don't know, that's not like really not a heady answer, but it's the song's amazing and the vibe's really great too. And there's something about like, I don't know, guitar music that is coming back. It feels like fresh and it feels exciting, and people are experimenting with new ways of kind of toying with new sounds. So
yeah, there's this whole generation of artists that are coming up that are making these really cool blends and bringing a lot of guitar into it, into alternative, into rock music, which it kind of wasn't there for a minute.
For sure. And this one, same with the Versace song, like these arrangements are very delicate, but they have like, they're not traditional in that it's just like some really heavy in your face guitar, but it's also, I don't know, like you're saying, that it's refreshing to kind of hear it again and to hear elements of bands back, you know, on the radio. So
yeah, it's familiar, and it's familiar with a twist because, you know, being that they are of a younger generation, they're discovering their own likes, dislikes. It's familiar, but it's fresh.
Absolutely.
It's called Ode to a Conversation Stuck in Your Throat by Delwater Gap on Alt Nation.
anymore. I just want to lay back and watch you pin me to the bed. I used to call you my best friend way back before you were my everything. Now I'm stuck in your neck. You wrote my favorite song, now I'm fucked up and carrying on. I do not know what's to the end. Oh, and it is me. I don't want anybody else touching you like I do, like I do, like me. Is it okay that I don't want anybody else touching you like I do, like I do, like me? Tell me that nobody else touches you like I do, like I do. Oh, tell me that nobody else touches you like me. Tell me that nobody else touches you like I do, like I do. Oh, tell me that nobody else touches you like me. You're pulling on my habit lines. The more I smoke, the more I find I can't just fall asleep instead. And you're not my protector. I hope you know it wasn't her that kept me off your side of the bed. Oh, and it is me. I don't want anybody else touching you like I do, like I do, like me. Is it okay that I don't want anybody else touching you like I do, like I do, like me? And it may not mean much to you, but your face are insane. Keeping sweaters on his bed. Text me when you're home, my baby. Spare me all the rest. Please just tell me that nobody else touches you like I do. Oh, tell me that nobody else touches you like me. And it's me. I don't want anybody else touching you like I do, like I do, like me. Is it okay that I don't want anybody else touching you like I do, like I do, like me? Maybe I'm crazy, I'm talking to myself at night and I'm feeling so alone. If I can get the words out right to tell you how I feel, I might, but they're coming out so wrong. And the voices, they come rushing in like a 10-ton truck in a sauce of cement. Now the words make sense, but I can't repeat because sense that make what it used to be. I'm here, my love, my time. Floating, baby, hold me down tight when I'm losing my mind. You try to tell me to keep me close. I'm talking to myself, I'm so big for a spell. I think I'm better when you didn't go. Tell me when you wanna get out of here, and I won't need anymore. Hold me down tight when I'm losing my mind. You know I really hate to see me go. I tremble when I see your eyes. I saw them in a dream last night, and they heard me sing a song. I never cared for fancy art or poetry on old guitars, but they always sang along. Notes fill up like a big balloon as I'm drifting upwards away from you. Now I'm screaming mad with two pens hands with a beauty coming right out there. I'm here, my love, my time. Floating, baby.
The Happy Fits on Alt Nation with Hold Me Down, a pick by John O'Callahan. You know him from the Maine, and he is our guest host today. We love the Happy Fits around here. How did you come across these guys? How'd you discover them?
I will actually toot y'all's horn because the first time I heard this song was on Alt Nation.
Hey!
Yeah, that's a plug right there. That's a plug.
There you go. We'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, with the idea of familiar but fresh, they kind of remind me of Young the Giant, or something that I feel like I've heard before, but done in a complete new way. So I don't know. Again, with this, like the whole concept of guitar music and familiar feelings, but done in 2021.
Someone sent me a clip of their song, just a friend of mine, and they were like, tell me this doesn't sound like Brendan Urie, like this very specific part. And there's something about the voices that are so similar. I can't unhear it. And it's just one of those things that tripped me up. There's certain parts where I'm like, oh my God, that does sound like Brendan Urie.
Yeah.
But completely different. They're a really cool group of Jersey boys, super young, super fun, and they're just killing it.
Heck yeah. I actually went on the YouTubes after listening to them, and I was trying to find live videos, and I just saw little clips from one of their live concerts, relatively recent, probably pre-COVID, but the vibe looked insane. It looked so fun. And I think there's something about watching that got me really amped for the idea of live music again.
Yeah, I really want to see them play. I just want to see the cello being played on stage live.
Right? Yeah. It's such a cool dynamic.
Yeah. Can we do another song by the Maine?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's called Lips from the new album XOXO, From Love and Anxiety in Real Time, out tomorrow, July 9th. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, Lips. I think Lips is a good representation of the idea of not hiding from the pop elements of the Maine. I think we wanted to really embrace the past couple years. We've been sort of nervous of exploring that space too much in fear of I don't know what. But Lips is just an accurate representation of that mindset of sort of the fearlessness of imbuing guitars, but also keeping it light and keeping it very pop friendly. It's actually funny. My mom had listened to it and thought it was about something different. It's not sexual at all. It's about communication. It's about using your words and how important words are, and how they can be used for both good and evil. So
this is the Maine on Alt Nation from their new record, XOXO, From Love and Anxiety in Real Time. It's Lips on Alt Nation.
Let's talk all about the way mouth moves when you try to speak honestly. If you went faking things, what do you look? What do you look like when you lie? Maybe it's that loose lips where you make your words wrong. Off that two-bit song when you lie. You can't keep talking like this. Lips do more than just kiss. Let's talk all about the way we talk. I know you gossip on everything. You're so fluent in tragedy. What do you look? What do you look like when you lie? I don't wanna talk. Maybe it's that loose lips where you make your words wrong. Off that two-bit song when you lie. You can't keep talking like this. Lips do more than your lips. When you're talking, it's so your lips.
Nation, hanging with John from the Maine. He is our guest host, picking the music. You just heard Gus Dapperton, Posthumous. Perfect song.
Oh my
Perfect
gosh. The acoustics, the way that he treats the acoustic guitars in this production, there's like Jeff Lynne from ELO. There's like Roy Orbison, who treated the acoustic guitar the same way. It's like, it reminds me of Foster the People, but also like ELO, and like, I don't know, just like you said, it's almost a perfect song.
Yeah, I mean, the whole album, his record Orca, which that song is on, it was probably one of my most played albums of 2020. I just had it on like for months on repeat.
It's like listening to this kind of stuff. It's like, it's kind of disheartening. It's like, I'll never be this cool,
Oh.
It's so good, and it feels so effortless, and it's like, dude, I want a dangle earring, and I want a tattoo under my eye, but I don't think my wife would let me do that.
There's so many artists like that right now where I just look at their sound and I'm like, you are so, like, I want to be your bestie. You're
right?
So cool. Blue to Tiger is another one for me where anything I hear from her, I'm just like, you're so cool. Is that the sign of getting old?
Oh, she's so good too. I don't know if that's a sign of getting old. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a sign of the times changing, and you're like, why does going to bed at 9:30 sound so good nowadays?
I bet you Gus Dapperton doesn't go to bed at 9:30.
Dude, he probably doesn't sleep. And it's just like, just cool all the time,
Oh, cool. I can't get over it. But the next track, the next track you've picked is from your buddies All Time Low, who you'll be on tour with starting next month with Sad Summerfest on the North American tour. You guys have also announced a UK leg recently. And you and All Time Low, you guys essentially really came up at the same time, right?
Yeah, we've known those guys for a long, long time, almost 14 years probably. I picked this song, well, one, because they're friends, but two, it's just one of those things that, like, for a band to kind of persevere the way they have, and to have been a band for, I think they have a couple years on us, so longer than 15 years, and to see new doors being opened for them, and to see like things can still happen, X amount of years into doing this, is really refreshing, and it's really exciting, and it's empowering. It's like, it gives us something to strive towards, and I don't know, just to know that it's happening to really great people is awesome too.
They've done something so interesting, and not when this song came out, the one we're about to play next, I went back to like the very first CD I had from them, which was their Put Up or Shut Up EP. And I did like a whole weekend where I just listened to everything like in order. And there's definitely something to be said about being able to last so long, because I remember seeing them 2005 on Warped Tour when I was in high school, and now it's like, oh, I'm going to go see them at this giant venue this year. So it's really cool and something really special that they've managed to do.
It totally is, and it's a great song, and Monsters was a great song, still is, and it's just they're crushing it right now. So it's cool to know that, like, there's, again, so down to earth. So down to have us around too, which is rad. And like you said, to be on these shows in the summer it's really exciting.
How do you feel about getting back on stage?
I don't even know yet. I'm like, somebody in the band said like, oh yeah, it'll be like riding a bike. I'm like, I don't know. Like it's probably gonna take some whiskey, to be honest. So we'll see. I'm really like, I know it's going to be amazing, but I know that the first couple shows will be like, oh, I wish I could do that over. And fortunately, we have a couple months to do it. So,
well, I think you will be met with a lot of tears from the audience, because this is going to be, I mean,
hopefully good tears.
Good tears, no, because you think about it, this is going to be the first show back for some people after so long without live music. You could go up there and like sing the ABCs, and everyone is going to be just like for it, like you sing.
I would assume there's going to be like a nervous energy from the audience perspective too, like you're saying, like the first time being back, like, I don't know how do I crowd surf? Do I crowd surf? I'm like what do I do? So hopefully there's
think about that.
An acclimation on both ends of the barricade. For sure.
themainband.com to get tickets and to see them live with All Time Low this summer. It's once in a lifetime on Alt Nation.
Once in a lifetime. I wanna drink, wanna think, write a song about it. I wanna smoke, make a joke, try to hide the damage. I wanna drive this car right over the edge of every bad idea I didn't have yet. I look at you, look at me, feeling kinda tragic. Dazed and confused, hard to see where we lost the magic. I never meant to be hypocritical. This fucking crazy ride's left me cynical. Just like it, I know there's no turning back. We already made this bed, and I can't even sleep in it. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to get fast and kill me slow. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to till I hit an all-time low. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to throw out everything we had. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to. I hope the heart only breaks this bed. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. I try to run, try to hide, just forget about it. I tell myself every night I could live without it. I wanna say goodbye to the loneliness, but every time I do, I make another mess. Just like that, I know there's no looking back. We already made this bed, and I can't even sleep in it. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to get fast and kill me slow. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to till I hit an all-time low. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to throw out everything we had. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to. I hope the heart only breaks this bed. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Just like that, I know there's no turning back. We already made this bed, and I can't even sleep in it. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to get fast and kill me slow. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to. Once in a lifetime, never the right time to throw out everything we had. Try to forget you, gotta pretend to. I hope the heart only breaks this bed. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime.
Tatiana on Alt Nation. John O'Callahan has been our guest DJ. John, thank you so much for taking time to hang and play some tunes for us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm killing it right now.
Dude, killing it.
Just kidding.
No, you are. The new record, XOXO from Love and Anxiety in Real Time, is out tomorrow, July 9th. And you can keep up with The Maine on IG at The Maine Band, Twitter at The Maine. And you have one more for us from the album, a world debut. It's called High Forever. What is the song about?
World premiere.
You know, where are the cannons?
High Forever is, oh gosh, I would say that this song probably is an outcast on the record, just from a sonic standpoint. It definitely, people might be surprised and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But to me, it still feels like an oddball in a really great way. Kind of going with that concept of like sort of being ambitious and not afraid to take a risk. High Forever kind of leans into our Tears for Fears-esque moment. High Forever conceptually, like lyrically, is just about the idea that you can fall deeply in love, well knowing that you can run into snags along the way. But this is about sort of that allegiance that you pledge to the one that you love.
John, thank you again. It's a world debut right now from The Maine on Alt Nation. High Forever.
Woo-hoo.